Hey guys, Taro here, bringing you a 1v1 today. We are on Crossing in the Woods, playing a few days pointing in the north. We have Burmie as the Offset player, and his loadout is, well, he's locked in straight away. It's Festung armor. Very unconventional pick. I think we saw Red Wings use this on this exact map. Hulled down Flak Panzer command tank. Bit of a meme, but yeah, pretty much all meme, honestly. Does have Panzer Tactician though, which is a nice ability. Anyway, facing off against them in the south, we have LukePraisestone as the Soviet, who has Lend-Lease, conscript support, tactics, and tank under tactics. Somewhat unconventional loadout from him. Burmie about rank 50, LukePraisestone about rank 75, so pretty close match. And we're seeing an unconventional start here from Burmie. He's going for 2 pioneers into 2 machine guns. So a very unconventional start. Is he going to wire himself in there? I hope not. Oh, I think he's got one model stuck in there, right? Pretty sure he's got one model stuck in the wire there. Nope, they got out of there somehow. Alright. You see, so this squad doesn't bother leaving the cover here because if they try to make a dash for the door, they will get suppressed on their way there anyway, so there's no real point. It's ooh-ahing from quite a distance. I don't think Burmie would have heard that. It looks like the machine gun's going to make its way into the building. No, it's setting up here. And Luke going to have to abandon this push. Did not get around it. That one's also caused some issues, but this Ura should be successful. It's actually just standing on the heavy cover though, not trying to close in on the machine gun. I think that's a bit of a mistake. Burmie's gone for full wire across the center and also a heavy cover position on the side of capture flag where his opponent can't really make use of it. So a defensive opening. He's gone for a third MG42 as well. What you see being wheeled out over here. Walked out, rather. 3 machine guns is a tall task to get around with even squads with URA like conscripts. So perhaps Luke is going to go for a sniper here. No, he's gone for an M3. Very late to get an M3, especially when you can guess that your opponent skipped their tier 1. Could lead to a very fast 222, so going for a scout card this late in your build is unlikely to be successful. But perhaps Burmie is reluctant to get the 222, its performance is not that strong at the moment. Either way, LukePraisestone needs to get some control here. Very poor fuel control so far from him. But he's got mollies. Good choice. And that actually could be the end of this machine gun if some good RNG. A retreat here. Maybe try focusing down as they cross the negative cover river. That's exactly what he does. Oh, and he snipes them long range. So 1 MG turned over, and that's the nightmare situation as an MG player, using a machine gun like that. Still, Burmie has had a pretty strong start, good amount of map control. He is going for tier 2 now. I don't think we've seen the scout car in combat. Oh, we must have because it's got 1 kill. So 222 will be on deck to counter that very shortly. Also going for a mid bunker at the same time, it looks like. And now we're seeing a sniper from LukePraisestone. Probably going to have to see some anti-tank grenades. None yet from Luke. Doesn't have them going either. M3 crushing all that carefully laid wire there. And here comes the sniper. Very risky time to get a sniper. Very risky. And here comes the 222. Trying to hunt down the M3, and it looks like he's going to lock it down. Knock it out straight away. Urine forwards, threatening the anti-tank grenade, but it is not complete yet. In fact, it's not even started. See the performance of the 222 here, not very strong. They're on the wrong side of cover. It's still taking forever to kill that squad. Machine gun cover battle there. Here comes the sniper. 222, you can see it can barely even damage a squad in light cover there. It's very pathetic in its infantry damage at the moment. That's why everybody's skipping tier 2, going for fast. Well, no, you see sometimes the flame half track, but you very rarely see the 222. Pretty much only valuable in what he used it for, which was killing the M3. Or perhaps the universal carrier. Gone point blank on the sniper, but hasn't done any damage to it quite yet. And it's unlikely to get the kill here. He does have anti-tank grenades now, and that's going to be the end of this 222. No! Close call. Could still lose it if there's a squad moving to its retreat path, but there isn't. They're not even fully retreating here. We're taking some good map control with this 222s. Doesn't quite have enough squads available for capping though to get rid of this fuel control for Luke. Luke, however, has pumped a lot into his squad upgrade, so not really that close to a light vehicle himself here. And he's going to hold on to that fuel. PTRS penals from Luke.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
On the wrong side cover, who's going to get some good damage on them because of it.
Comrades, we have now installed enemy forces are attempting to capture our territory.
Oh, I'm not sure about that. I'm pretty sure he'd scouted this machine gun in this location, Burmie forgetting about that. Maybe he was relying on this 222 to get the flank on it, try to force it away. Now 222's in jeopardy, especially if he equips the piercing rounds. There's one more squad conscripts up here, could move to the retreat path. Just does not do any of those things. At least not in a timely manner. Sniper working away on that MG. But Luke holding on to 2 VPs right now, and his fuel and the munitions. Even though Burmie does have more map control right now, it's not really that much of a problem. Luke's got all the important points he needs to stay competitive. Those 222s do not scale very well into the late game. Keeping one of Vet 2, you know, with the extra sight range can be useful, but really not that helpful overall. Engine damage there from the anti-tank grenade. Burmie's completed his tier 3 tech now. And close to the amount of fuel required for a flak panzer. Interesting to see if he goes for it.
The enemy has driven a wedge in our lines.
Takes another anti-tank grenade. Could actually lose his scout car here.
Increasing defensive posture.
Man, those pioneers got destroyed there. I thought there was going to be a reasonably close fight. They got completely murdered. Didn't even knock off a single model.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Now things looking kind of good for Luke. Burmie's having to spend a lot of time repairing these scout cars with his pioneers, not affording himself many capping opportunities.
Do not let up. The enemy still has 300 points.
He's actually floating a lot of manpower right now as well. Really do with like 1 or 2 more squads of infantry to complement his soon to arrive tank. One more squad of pioneers would be fine. Maybe upgrade them with a flamethrower or something like that. I think when you go for strategies like the one Burmie is going, it is important to get one of your squads, one of your pioneer squads at least upgrade with a flamethrower. Probably want to keep one available for minesweeping duties, but the extra power, the extra combat utility you get from the flamethrower is so valuable when trying to do a strategy like this. Kind of lucky that Luke got off to such a bad start, otherwise I think Burmie would be in a lot more trouble considering how much he's floating right here. Looks like he's going to go for the Panzer IV though. And here it comes. I think there was a pretty reasonable case for going for the flak panzer in this that situation. Luke, on the other hand, has selected conscript support tactics. Got a little bit of PPSH action cooking as well. Oh, he's gone for a bunker. For a machine gun bunker. That's actually not a bad idea. It's going to take engine damage. Could go down to these penals. Uses smoke. Just perhaps going to smoke the bunker. Oh no, didn't see that machine gun there. Now putting down a fuel cache. These are things that we should have done quite a long time ago. They're floating a lot for a very long time. But things are going to start kicking off for him now. He's got the Panzer IV, upgrading it with the machine gun. Still starting his tech very late as well. He's got quite a lot of resources. Should have at least had tier 3 up before this. Don't want to be, you know, floating a lot of resources Basically against Panzer IV like this, he's actually going to go the Su-76. But he might take up and go straight for a Panzer IV. I mean T-34. Oh, he's going to run right into the sniper. First shot actually at the conscripts though. Switches targets. Doesn't even get a single model there. Burmie, with the arrival of that Panzer IV, taking a lot of map control, but it's not for long because here comes the Su-76. He's just got to be careful not to get it flanked. So the Su-76 is even vulnerable to the 222 if it gets on its flank. Doesn't have much rear armor at all. Pino's making their way down the side of that bunker. Could kill them with the PTRS or with the satchel. It's up to him. He's going to go with the satchel, get rid of it as quickly as possible. Conscripts, what are they doing up here? Oh, careless loss. Sniper! Oh! Okay, it's away. Still, Luke has no fuel right now. Lost a squad of conscripts, things are not looking too sharp for him. Mate! Oh, he has gone for tier 4. Okay, probably going to be a Panzer IV. T-34 next. Man, I'm getting those two mixed up today.
We have more conscripts at our disposal.
Burmie continuing to float a lot of manpower here. Really needs to some more squads. As I said, just even another squad of pioneers for repairs would be very useful. Not even Vet 1 yet. He's had that for a long time as well. Not a very impressive performance. Another satchel, clearing up that cache. 222, looks like it's going to go down here. Trying to chase after that sniper. Doesn't get the kill. Su-76 trying to hunt it down. Pop smoke. Panzer IV threatening to go for the flank, but conscripts are there for another anti-tank grenade. That's going to take engine damage as well. There goes the 222. Su-76 trying to outspace the Panzer IV. It looks like the Panzer IV could go down here. It's got no support for it. No anti-tank gun. Which he could have built. Yeah, he's got his tier 2 ready. Okay, pop smoke on that now. 222 coming in. Su-76 popping tracking. Trying to chase this down. 222 threatening to flank the Su-76 but doesn't. Su-76 trying to outmaneuver it, trying to avoid the flank. He backed himself into the trees here. Gonna go down to the 222, it looks likely. It's abandoned.
We have lost one of our armored vehicles.
Sniper picking away. Now finally has its hit one. So he wants to steal this away. But he's taking heavy machine gun fire there. Gonna run right through the arc of fire of that machine gun with the incendiary rounds going. And that was Burmie's greed there costing him. He could have killed that a long time ago, then backed away, but tried to steal it. And that MG42, that stolen one, was having not a bar of it. Burmie's been floating a tremendous amount. Imagine if he had a pack or something to support his Panzer IV here, probably could have avoided that death. Yeah, it's just some very unconventional play, and it's not working out for him. Going to be playing unconventional strategies. You've got to make sure that at the very least your timings are tight. You want to be floating massive amounts of resources like this all game. And LukePraisestone going for the KV-1.
We are losing territory.
Command take. Pretty good against infantry. Handgun does 80 damage per hit, so we can one-hit infantry models. Very strong against tanks, doesn't have very good penetration, 80 damage per hit, it's not very full against any medium armor, really. Let alone a KV. Very invested into 2 fuel caches. Remember, this one got destroyed before by a satchel, so it's a new one. It's actually built tier 1 now, going for a couple of grenadiers.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
I'm not chasing in too deep here.
Our HQ is under attack.
Actually cancelled second grenadier. Perhaps he's going to go for a Stug next. Easy rough grenade dodge there. Burmie is floating so many munitions here. Doesn't have much to spend it on in this commander. Oops, don't kill your own cash there, mate. He is going for the Stug. Once again though, starting it late, could have booked this 10 fuel ago. Everyone just doesn't care, he's going straight in. Missing that attack ground attempt. Fausts, you're going to need 3 Fausts to give this thing engine damage. Extra health it has. But if you've got 400 munitions, why not give it a whirl?
Enemy forces are neutralizing a sector.
There we get pushed right back. He still has control of VP and a fuel at the very least, though. Here comes the Stug.
Our territory is falling into enemy hands.
Stug very strong. It's the KV-1. It's got really good rate of fire. There goes the final bunker.
Supply lines have been cut.
We're trying to outmaneuver the Stug here. Stug's taking engine damage, so can't really contribute too much in this fight. And now this thing can take engine damage.
Losing supplies to the enemy.
Stug trying to destroy this building, doesn't want it crewed by those conscripts again. And this is not going. Oh my god, did you see that?
He has been killed.
As the squad tried to get in the building, they got completely crushed by the Stug. That's those garrison time changes in effect right there. It was a risky proposition getting in there in the first place, very close to collapse, but couldn't even get it, make it in the door. Just got crushed at the door. Luke floating quite a lot here. Probably needs to go for the SU-85 to keep the Stug at bay. Oh, he gets a sticky satchel in there though. And still has to deal with all these machine guns. They're still going to be a pretty big headache as he tries to push anywhere. Oh, this could be trouble. He's run over a teller, looks like. So is the command tank, and the command tank goes down. Could get the last laugh here with his out of control. No, Stug coming back in. At the very least, removed its engine damage. And down it goes. He was actually not going for the SU, he's going for a T-34. And you know, if he had the SU-85 in this fight, he might have been able to scare away that Stug from getting a killing blow, but that's one of the important takeaways from this match so far. Too much float from both players. Probably a nice idea for Luke as well would be to go for another sniper.
One of our machine guns has been silenced.
Oh, what's he doing with this T-34? Such a bad idea. He's going in. He's going to get the kill here. Where are these grenadiers at? In the middle. And they're the fuel. Down goes one Stug. He's going to try outmaneuver the other one as well. He's got a good position on it. Burmie now returning his grenadiers to help. The Stug is way out of position here. It's derping like crazy. Oh my god, if he went for a Faust with this one and a Faust with this one, the Stug could probably get away. But he doesn't. See, imagine if he went for a Faust with the other Grenadier, which was right next to it. This would have engine damage and Stug would have gotten away. That is some sloppy play from Burmie. And now Burmie spent all his fuel. Having to go for the pack to counter this. Well, I mean, I thought the T-34 was a bad pick, and it probably would have been if we saw some good support play from Burmie, but that was severely lacking. But yeah, I was talking about getting a second sniper, because with two snipers, you can take care of 4 models of machine gun very quickly. Makes them much more effective against machine guns, because basically as soon as the machine gun gets sniped for one volley, it has to retreat. Very quick way to dispose of them.
You need something built? Kill builders, not killers! Why are they shooting at us? The enemy is taking what we have secured.
Burmie recruit that machine gun. So now he's got 4 machine guns. Luke's gone for another T-34, which I think is probably the right decision at this point now. Facing off against any Stug. When he's facing off against 2, I didn't think it made much sense, but against 0 it makes perfect sense. And I have probably even 3 of them, so you can make one big play, knock out all the packs and the enemy's units. Could alternatively go for the Katyusha here as well. So the Katyusha is a bit more of a risk, I feel, without Luke having his tier 2 down. Can't build anti-tank guns, machine guns to support the Katyusha. So it makes it a little bit riskier going for that. Another Stug for Burmie.
You want that sniper?
Enemy forces capturing supply sector.
Tripwire flare went off. Looks like over here. Wow, PPSH conscript's going to win this one. This machine gun out in negative cover there. Nothing to get the suppression off as well. Here comes the Stug to support. They get to reposition away from the sniper. There are two T-34s, one coming down this flank, one going through the center. We could be in trouble here. T-34 comes and misses his first shot. Nice the chance of engine damage on it. And the pack is there in support. Causing the incendiary barrage on top of the pack. Oh, don't send your Stug back in.
We have lost an MG.
There's a recipe for disaster. T-34 actually is going to come in on the flank here. It's taking engine damage now. Probably going to go down. But can it take down the Stug with it? No, Stug misses that shot. Pack not retargeting. He's just trying to retreat with that, get it back for reinforcements. Jumping into line of sight, blocked by this formation of trees, and he can't get the kill on the T-34. Big Cruiser loses that squad, I think. At the very least, he's going to get away. Pack. Machine gun gets stolen though by Luke, and we did hear another one go down. It was somewhere in the middle. Yes, there it is. Oh no. Oh, what? He didn't throw it. LukePraisestone floating a tremendous amount of manpower here. Got a lot of reinforcing to do, but he could just make some more units as well. As I said, second sniper. Very strong against the MG spam. And the pack as well. It's not like there's much counter to it at the moment. Snipers are very safe. Stug is very unlikely to kill them.
Are attempting to capture our territory.
Oh, Stug exposing itself here.
T-34 ready for combat.
He's in two minds of what to do with it there. Let's go back it away though. Oh man, this is some really poor Stug control here from Burmie, honestly. It certainly seems to be facing it the wrong direction. But right now, this is like facing the wrong direction, not properly supported by the pack. This is a recipe for disaster.
The enemy is encroaching on our territory.
It's got Panzer IV coming in soon. Luke As I said, he's flying a lot of manpower here, but doesn't have his tier 2 down, so can't invest that into his this. Which is probably what he's going to need once this Panzer IV hits the field. So will he back tick or not? Oh, he's doing it already. Nice. Here it comes. And straight into these penals. Finally getting control of some fuel again as well. This commander does have conscript repairs, so that he's making use of it over here. Conscript repairs are not too bad as repairs. I think they are the same as like 0.75 of a engineer. The combat engineer. Oh! As for pushing forwards, we've got a pack here in support. Therefore should be alright. Stug rotating around now. As for don't want to dive. Just going to try to get the wipe on these conscripts. But the walk saves them. Oh, a lucky break there. Sniper misses that shot on the retreating squad. So he's getting ambitious here. He's going to a very aggressive position, but could actually lose his Panzer IV. He needs to smoke. He does. He's calling in the railway artillery on that. Oh, not these grenadiers. Sniper's going to work here. Could wipe that pack quite easily. It's vet 3 to have cooldown, reload, flare range, cooldown, reload, sight range. That's one thing about snipers. You know, you get all these, you know, highly vetted squads with their received accuracy bonuses, but against a sniper it just doesn't matter. One shot, one kill. They don't care about your vetted up squads. There's a Soviet mortar for Luke. As I said, I did prefer him going for the second sniper, but mortar in some ways is a safe option, easier to micro, less likely to lose.
We are losing territory.
There goes the pack. Burmie again, not microing his units very well. And it looks like the Zis is going to try and knock that out. Pioneer's going to try to steal it before the Zis can kill it. And they do, but they lose one model on the approach sniper, who threatens to clear it out again. Ooh, gets past the arc of fire just in the nick of time. Take care of that T-34 in the centre. Just moving its way out. It's going for is this barrage on the MG in the centre. Oh, but the first shot bounces off the P4. Sniper picking away. So he's going to pick off this machine gun now.
Enemy has killed a machine gun crew.
Once again, Burmie looking a bit light on the ground with that MG loss. Does have quite a lot of resources, and he's ticked to tier 4. He's gone for the Panther. Rear sight this. Panther is quite strong against T-34s. They've really struggled to penetrate it. Or outmaneuver it, get behind it and flank it. However, I feel like Burmie still doesn't have a very good counter to the sniper.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector. Pioneers ready for anything.
Probably, yeah, needs another squad of pioneers too as well. So he's got 3 tanks now. Only 1 squad of pies for repairs, and they don't even have veterans. See, they're a fresh squad of pies. Remember, he lost that other squad recrewing the pack before. Oh, that's probably a dead machine gun. I don't know what the weapon health was like on it. Oh, it's full.
We have lost an MG team.
Maybe he repaired that. Oh, sticky satchel. That's probably a dead Stug.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
There's one more PTRS shot. Nope, actually this through the middle gets the kill.
We have lost a Panzer.
Panther getting flanked here. Taking 2 shots. Panzer IV in the middle. Don't know what he was doing with that.
Enemy has destroyed a Panzer.
He's up suffering the same fate as a Stug. He's taken in the center. Oh, but this runs over a teller, goes down. Oh, and that T-34 goes down as well, and one more coming in here. He's got to make sure he doesn't get flanked, Panther, by the T-34. Likewise, the Zist through the center doesn't push him and kill him. Panther did back away a little bit too far. Might have trouble killing this T-34 now. He's going, he's going. It's going all the way. Goes to the ram. And that could allow the Zist to come over.
We are suffering vehicle losses.
This is in a bad position right now, but Panther, I think it's caught in the vehicle wreck, spinning around here. Could go down to another anti-tank grenade. He's nearly cooled down. Oh, that squad's actually got a PTRS on it. Oh, and there it goes. Panther goes down.
I can't take it. I just can't take it. Enemy forces are capturing our supplies.
And if we look at army supplies after that, Burmie, you know, close to 10 supply ahead. Even with the recovered tank. So, I think we're pretty safe to say who came out on top of that one. Well, I suppose not, right? Oh, if this didn't get abandoned, it would clearly be a win to Luke. With the abandon, it was actually a pretty even fight. Well, Luke is starting to get quite low on VPs, you know, he's at 101. So just got to keep that in mind throughout the rest of the game now.
Redouble your efforts. We are down to 200 points.
Machine gun stolen there. It's going to make life very hard for Burmie. He's going for another Panzer IV. Going to be seeing a KV-1 from Luke.
This territory is now taking empty fire.
Here it comes, rolling down the road quite quickly. P4 going after the sniper. And he gets it, finally! The sniper goes down. Good pick up there. Just back in base though, unable to support the P4 here. And Burmie's army size, in terms of infantry, is looking quite lackluster compared to Luke's. It's actually going to rebuild that sniper as well. It's got the triple cap going, Burmie in under a lot of pressure. Burmie going straight down the center, very risky this tank. If it takes engine damage, it's probably going to die. Should repair that up first. Likewise, didn't upgrade the machine gun on this. Its anti-infantry capabilities not what they could be. Oh, look, putting down some cheeky mines deep in enemy territory. Sniper in trouble. Running straight down the middle, but is this in a good position to knock it out here? Very low, late reaction. He's going deeper with it. Maybe one actually runs over a teller though, it looks like. Oh no, perhaps it was a Faust and an anti-tank gunshot. Is this in an awkward position here? This is going to go down. There's life in this one yet, folks. Oh, PTRS penals. Oh, and they got a sticky satchel off Burmie. Oh no, too late to react there. Another abandon though. Oh, he could run over a mine on retreat. No, he's got the sweepers there. He's trying to destroy it, in fact. He doesn't want that getting stolen. Can actually do the job for him. Oh man, it was looking so good there for Burmie. Before he lost that Panzer IV, his kiting skills were a little bit quicker. Could have got it. Now he's just gone in. He's had enough. He's going after the KV. He's going to try to get on the flank. Popping smoke. Using tack round. His shot bounces. Pack misses. Sticky satchel comes in. It's going to destroy them both. No! They both go down. Oh, and the PTRS penals go down as well. Railway artillery doing a good job there. I think he lost his machine gun over here as well, but having trouble controlling all these units at once. So there are a few support weapons over here for him to recrew. His fuel is quite low, so is his manpower. Not really facing off against T-34 though, so having 2 anti-tank guns is probably going to be quite handy. In control of the fuel now. He's going to kill it. Which does leave him a little bit vulnerable to this T-34, and Luke can actually go for another T-34 very soon, as fuel control has been excellent and his squad preservation has been better. Just lost quite a lot to that railway artillery right at the end there.
The enemy has taken our supply sector.
Haven't seen any rapid conscription activation from Luke. So nowadays it lasts a lot shorter. You really have to have it in your mind before you make an attack. You're gonna do it. Can't really react and do it like you could before, and then if you didn't quite get the free squads, come back and make use of it in the second engagement as well. Okay, Panzer IV full Burmie. It's going to be up against 2 T-34s though. But he could lose the squad here. Yeah, he does. Those 3 LMG Grenadiers are not to be trifled with. Very strong. Looks like he's trying to recover this machine gun. That's not going to happen. He has to give up, and he could lose his Pioneer here as well. Yeah, oh my god. Lucky long range snipe there by the cons. It's a snipe that you'd never see the old conscripts make, never, but it does happen since the rework on their damage profile, weapon profile. Okay, T-34's in here. VP's getting low for both players. That's probably their #1 priority right now. He's going to take engine damage here though. Looks like Burmie wants to pounce upon that. But this Panzer IV is kind of derping out. Only one combat engineer for Luke. His repairs are going to be quite slow. And Burmie's on the hunt. He's pushing in with the support of the pack. Going to make sure this doesn't get flanked though.
Our territory is falling into enemy hands. Combat engineers are standing by. The sector is at risk.
Okay, I think it's going to be the end of the machine gun. Opening out the VP cap, but the pack is extremely low health. We're down to a stiff breeze. Oh, that could be a dead MG as well. Oh, direct hit. Combat engineer's going down real quick. He needed those for repairs as well. He's really struggling for repairs. I probably wouldn't have pushed in there, tried to repair up my tanks. I tried to hold on to this point and then made a big push with all 3 Panzer IVs. Oh my god, did he lose another? No. Those were mortar crew members. But he lost another squad over there. 3 T-34s is what we're going to see. Burmie is invested in some more grenadiers, just trying to get some more capping power. This is a situation where probably using grenadier medkits would be quite nice on this pack. Try heal it back up to half health again. You can get a better up grenadier over there, and he's going to use the rapid conscription this time. Hey, I've got 500 munitions. Why not spend it? Uses that squad of conscripts. One T-34 catches the P4 in an awkward position. Pack also they're going to be able to contribute for one shot. Where are these grenadiers Fausts? That's the big thing. When T-34s are diving in like that, you need the grenadiers there to Faust them, so my frontal armor, the Panzer IV can contribute. Trying to work its way over there, but it gets decrewed. But Burmie in control of the VPs right now. Oh, it's not nearly enough. 3 T-34s. Should be able to regain control before he drains out here. There's the other one. Tries to recruit the pack. We are still coming out soon. We can get some down. He's trying to retreat it. I don't think this is going to work. No. think if he maybe just faced it, would have got 2 shots in there. Maybe a Stug could have come in for some cleanup, but tried to retreat it. Get the secure mode going in here. The tank's going to go down very soon. Capture blocked by that Grenadier squad. Grenadiers can't stay on the point though, getting sniped. T-34 coming in on the flank of the Stug once again. Trying to go forwards to avoid it. He's going to run into the damaged engine one, and that's probably going to be game. Smoke. And there it goes. So a valiant attempt at a novel strategy from Burmie here. And things are looking pretty good for him in the early game, honestly. It's just he floated so much. He floated up to like 900 manpower at one stage, where if he just made like maybe extra squad of pioneers, even Panzer Grenadiers, something like that, or start building Grenadiers at that stage, but the extra bit of capping power probably could have locked Luke out of the game at that stage with those extra forces, but that's not how it went. And Luke played an aggressive game, probably not the one I would have played, but got some really good flanks on the Stugs, some really fortuitous play around here, I feel. Got some good trades, and then the superior unit count had better map and fuel control throughout the rest of the game. Oh, nice crush. Oops, activated Hoorah and hit the dirt at the same time. I think that was intentional. So a good sniper play from Luke. I mean, it took a long time for it to get going, but in the end he kept control of that Vet 3 sniper for a long time. And ended up with about 35 kills, I think it was. It's a good counter to the heavy MG play of Burmie. It was very risky to get it at the time he did, facing off against the old 222s, but 222 is just not, it's not very strong, honestly. Very vulnerable to infantry damage, even just small arms fire can take it down quite quickly, but you know, if it takes anti-tank grenades, it's out of action, needing repairs for a long time as well. And yeah, it doesn't kill snipers fast enough, I think, for its cost. And that's because it used to have a bonus against snipers when they gave bonuses to other scout cars like the M3 and the M20. Gave them a bonus against snipers, but then when they fixed the machine gun on the 222, they actually gave it a nerf against snipers. Used to have a 1.5 times accuracy bonus. It actually got nerfed to 0.75 times against snipers. Maybe it needs to go back to 1. But yeah, it could also probably do with just a general anti-infantry buff. So maybe if they keep it at 0.75 and give it a side buff maybe to the autocannon's scatter. Seems to scatter very widely, especially on the move, just doesn't hit anything. Something like that. Well, I'll wrap on that, guys. If you'd like your game to be cast by me, details in the video description below. Oh, and I should have a Star Series coming out on hotkeys sometime. So keep an eye out for that. Probably not really within the scope of many of you want viewers of these, but more aimed at beginners. So yeah, goodbye and good luck.